What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video on the channel today for some more Norwich on FC25, and today it is the last, video of the season. Playing against Millwall here first, and if you've watched the last one, you will know that we are tied on points with Leeds, so they've just caught us up because our form recently has not been great. Our goal difference, as you can see there, is a little bit better, but we basically need to win 3 games to guarantee that we win the league, and even that's not a guarantee. I mean, if Leeds win their games by like 3 or 4 goals each and we win ours by 1 goal each, you know, they could pass us, so it's not a guarantee. We just need to make sure we can actually win some games today. But Millwall are in 18th using the same formation as us. We've just struggled against, you know, quite poor teams. I mean, I looked and we'd actually drawn twice against Portsmouth this season, which is actually quite bad considering they're just a relegation kind of team. These are the kind of points we need to be getting if you want to win the league. So, at least that makes it exciting come the last video. Depay's just going to shoot far post. Too central. Coleman shot. You know what? They're not putting a foot in there. They're not really closing me down very well, Millwall. It's been 5 minutes. 2 okay shots so far. I'm going to shoot here. Jack Stacey's on his own. Oh, just wide. But again, Millwall not put a foot in there. They're not... I don't know what that is for defending. You think one of them men would just... so close. Coleman's a lot of space. Surely a goal this time. There we go. 1-0. Just waiting for the space to open up. Millwall have been really poor in defence, and hopefully we really need 2 or 3 goals before we're safe, honestly, because in the last video I think we were 1-0 up in each of the 3 games and we ended up drawing. So 1 goal is good, and we've started the game well, but I'm not satisfied until we get another at least. My worry is they're just going to have 1 chance and score. It's my fault. It's completely my fault. It's just bad defending from me. I can't believe this. I literally just said they're going to have 1 chance and score. That was really my own fault. Just let them through. I was controlling my DMs and I just couldn't get them there. And then I dragged Cordoba out of position. The ball goes through his leg. Yeah. Really good game mechanics. And they score. It's just an easy goal. And just like that, 1-1. Oh, it's lovely, and that's the 2nd goal. Brilliant. Kenny just comes forwards to help out the attack, and it did really work from Kenny. Really good stuff. And just before half time, it's 2-1, and that's probably the best bit of play we've had going forwards. Quite a few passes. Millwall can't deal with it, and Depay's there just to smash it home to get in the lead, which is honestly, we deserve it. We had a really good start. We had so many shots in the first kind of 25 minutes, and we're unlucky to concede. I mean, it is my own fault, but back in the lead now is safe, so it's okay. Alright, half time, 2-1. I think it's a deserved lead. It's a shame it's not more than 1 goal though. We'll be looking to obviously get a 3rd goal in the second half. See Anel. Anel's finessed it. Probably should have taken a touch just to get the ball moving towards goal this time. Oh, Coleman's stolen it. Finds Depay. Oh, Nell's going to shoot near post. Good save. Alright, Fisher, Springett and Sargent I'm going to put on just for a bit of change. Jack Stacey's stamina is very low, and I want to see what Sargent can do. Hopefully he can make a good run through. Sargent! It's a goal for Sargent, just come on the pitch. He's had his 2nd shot already, and it's 3-1. I thought it was honestly going to get blocked, but Millwall have just been really poor in defence. I mean, it's hard from these corners because we don't get the headers, and then it drops to us every time at the moment. But obviously there's a pool of players in the area, so it's really hard to get a good shot off. But this time Sargent just threads it through the space. Lovely finish, and it's 3-1. Oh no. Oh god. Oh, that was a brilliant chance for Millwall. They probably could have scored it, but yeah, it's just scrappy. I'm starting to not play as well. But O'Neill's here, surely, and that's the 4th goal. We're just stolen off Millwall just before full time. A 3-goal advantage now. Really good for the goal difference. Against Leeds, of course, as well, which is helpful. Just saying, O'Neill hasn't played very well, but I mean, just put a foot in there, falls to O'Neill, and good finish in the end. So it's just Millwall's mistake, really. And that is full time, 4-1. So we've ended this drought of 1-1 draws from the last video with a good 4-1 win, and we needed to win here because seriously, we don't want to drop points and go into second Tell you what, this relegation battle is insane. I think Portsmouth have just won 2 games in a row. I think they have. That's nuts. Well, Borough are now in the relegation zone, which is absurd to even say. Alright, so I think I'm going to stick with this for the starting lineup. Quite a few changes again. Ball signs, hopefully it'll be better than O'Neill. O'Neill's quite poor. Forson back at cam, he's got a lot of pace. So, and we're looking at a really strong back line as well, with Cordoba and Doyle playing it together. God. Well, they've already had a shot, and they look like they're playing decently already, Millwall. I keep saying Millwall, Middlesbrough. Ball sign, shoot! Oh, brilliant save from the keeper. Lovely bit of play. Ball signs, second chance, and that's it. We haven't really played too well here, but Ball signs has another shot. I think that's the best 2 chances we've had have been Ball signs. I think they're the only 2 chances we've had. And the goalkeeper made a miraculous save for the first shot he's had, but this time he can't deal with it. Forson, lovely stuff. And I mean, Middlesbrough have been playing really well going forwards. Their sliders, like, they've got really good dribbling, and it's so hard to just take the ball off them, which is probably why they've been playing well. But we are winning, so that is a positive against these guys. All right, well, he's blowing the whistle. 1-0 at half time. Middlesbrough are so awkward to deal with. They keep the ball well, and they just make a pass when you try to put a challenge in. And they've probably had more shots than us, but we are winning. He was going to try that. I think I got a foot in there, but it's just taking it still. Oh, for God's sake, mate. I cannot. I keep trying to put a challenge in. It is a penalty, but I can't get him off the ball. We already know which way we're going. 1-1. There we go. Well, Middlesbrough, I knew they're going to get back into it. We need to win this match, but Middlesbrough have been playing quite well. It's going to be very difficult to win this game. Forson. Oh, he's hit the post, man. God. I'll tell you what. The game changing the sliders for the teams, it does really do my head in. I mean, Middlesbrough are in literally 22nd place. You wouldn't know it from the way they keep the ball and dribble with it. You just wouldn't. They played way better than Millwall, who were ahead of them. And what is this game also? What is this screen? What am I looking at right here? They're sitting in the air on a white screen. What is this? This game is awful, isn't it? It's so bad. Leeds have got to play Plymouth. Mate, Leeds are not going to drop points to Plymouth. They're in 14th, but they're not going to drop points to Plymouth. I know they're not. Alright, so final match of the season is at home, but Leeds are now at top of the table, and all of these 1-1 draws have finally come back to bite us. Simple as. This is the starting 11, so let's see. Hopefully we can win, but it's not going to guarantee us the title. Ooh, just wide. That's a lovely half volley from Coman. Didn't think it was going to go in. It always is. That's a great ball. What a goal. Well, that's a brilliant goal. I can't complain about the goal, but the way I lose the ball is Borsine takes an extra touch when I want to turn round, and I don't really understand why he's done that. But I can't complain about this ball over the top. Maybe the centre-back should probably do better, but they're not very fast, and now we're losing, and we're probably not going to win the league at this rate. Bowman. Sargent finesse. Oh, Mackie. Coming with the header. Sargent. Oh, he should score that. Come on, Sargent. I know it's a tricky technique. You have to hit it first time, but Coman gets the header well. Oh, he has to score that. Coman. Well, he's jumped over a challenge, Coman, and he's scored a goal. I think as soon as they've scored, we've had a real go, and I think we deserve a goal. A couple of times we've gone forward, and the game's passed it to the player I'm not trying to aim it at as well, which is unhelpful. But this time, Coman goes alone. I was going to try and force another pass, but I thought, nah, just shoot, because I'm going to mess it up anyway. That was a good chance for Cardiff. Blooming heck, Angus Gunn, come collect it. I thought it was going to give a foul away. It doesn't matter, they've scored. And this is what I mean. Literally, up the other end, we could have scored. But Coman doesn't take a touch, and then they steal it. It's just like the first goal. How did they score the first goal? We lost it stupidly, I remember. And 2 goals basically on the counter from our mistakes up the other end. which is really just tough to take, isn't it? When we need to win this game to win the league. Half time. Can't really complain about Cardiff's goals. I mean, that first one over the top, but it's just the way we lose it, and they got up the other end and score. So it's preventable. Has to be a goal. Right, 2-2. 15 minutes left to win the league potentially. I bet if we win this, they'll win anyway. Leeds. I'm actually going to make some changes here. I think it's Coman again though with the goal. Can you celebrate, please? There we go. Thank you. Wasting time. The clock's ticking up. But Coman brace. You know, he's actually played quite well today. I think Coman probably the best player on the pitch from the 2 games he's played. Right, Flores and Forson on. I just think Coman's stam's a bit low. 15 minutes with fast Forson on the pitch. And Flores as well. Sargent near post. Oh, off target. Sargent has not been good enough in this game. I still believe he can get that last chance. Yeah, he's blowing the whistle. Yeah. Just didn't get the ball back quick enough and didn't get it up the pitch quick enough either. And we haven't won the league because of that, really. It felt like at times we played really well in this game, and then other times my players taking extra touches, not turning when I'm telling to, losing the ball. I mean, both their goals come from us losing the ball due to silly mistakes in their box when we're trying to create chances. Yeah, and Leeds lost. If we won that game, we would have won the league.
Just a couple of questions.
You know what? I just despise this game sometimes. I despise it. It does it on purpose. You know it does it on purpose. Because if we won that game, the game would have been like, oh, wait a minute, he's won, so we'll let Leeds win this game. Alright, so unsurprisingly, we haven't won the last game of the season, and Leeds lost the last game of the season, which means they've won the league by a point. I'm not actually upset, because I know if we won that game, the game would have made Leeds beat Plymouth, so I'm not even bothered, because the game's coded, and yeah, if I'd won, the game would have been like, oh yeah, let's just give Leeds a draw, so they win the league still. Or a win, whatever it is. So I'm not bothered. You know, I just think the game's rigged, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. But 98 points, no team got 100. I thought we were going to get 100, but a very slow end to the season with so many draws. I think there's been like 6 or 7 draws in the last like 10 games, which is just too many, and that's why Leeds caught up and eventually got ahead. And it's a shame because we were winning the league for a long time this season. Just can't hold on. However, we're still getting promoted. That's the main thing. I think that was my goal for this season, not even winning the league, but getting top 2. And we've beaten Burnley there in 3rd by a good 15 points, which is quite a lot. So but let's look at the table quickly. So playoffs, nothing too exciting, not even close at the end. West Brom, Sheffield United, Luton and Burnley. Middlesbrough relegated from the Championship. Portsmouth get a draw on the last day of the season. I think that's how it is. So even though Middlesbrough drew against us, which literally it actually stopped us from winning the league, but they didn't get promoted anyway, or they didn't stay up anyway. So it was a bit pointless in the end. But Portsmouth survive on the last day of the season with only a draw. Alright, so looking at some player stats. Oh my god, we didn't even do that well for goals. We came 5th on top scorer list for a Norwich player. Obviously, we did rotate Depay and Sargent quite regularly. Perot got 34 goals in 46 games. That is 12 more than second, which is insane. Sargent is on the list, 14 goals and 34. And Borjasson's got 11 goals and 30, so not too bad for him. Obviously, in real life, he's already got 14 in like 17 games? Assists, Kenny McLean, 17 assists. That is very nice to see. Quite a lot more than second. Onel's on the list. Depay's on the list with 7. Coman's got 6. Borja's got 6. And Fastnet's got 5. Okay. 21 clean sheets in the end for Angus Gunn. You know, that it's funny because I think we had 21 clean sheets about 10 games ago, and like the last 10 games we haven't got a clean sheet or something. Alright, so I'll just flick down the stats just to see the team overall, including the cup games. Obviously, most of the players weren't shown on the top scorers, top assists and lists, so they'll just go down here. 22 clean sheets for a Gun. George Long got 2 clean sheets in 2 games. That's quite good. not going to say much about these stats. I'm just going to flick down so you can see them if you want to look at them. I'll tell you what, Jack Stacey got 4 goals. We'll talk about that. Not bad for a right back. Wilson got 10 goals, 5 assists. Okie dokie, so that's all the stats of Vivian you've seen, that's one time. Alright, so that is the end of the first season of the career mode. It's been a journey and it's been quite a poor end to the season, but we got so far ahead at one point. You know, it's actually, there's been certain times we've got quite far ahead. We've got like 8 points ahead and then they catch up, and then we've got 8 points ahead again and then they catch up again, and this time we've been overtaken by Leeds at the end. And I mean, fair play to Leeds. I'm not even going to talk about the game being rigged, honestly. It's just, the game is very difficult on Legendary, and that's why we struggled at the end of the season, even though we actually did quite well in periods, just winning games over and over. Just hit a tricky spell and can't get out of it. Maybe also my own fault for not creating as well as I can. I know I can. But the main thing is we're now in the Premier League, and next season we're going to have to bring quite a few new players in. I mean, like Doyle's going to go back to Man City. You know, some of these players are getting old as well. We just need more backup in certain positions, especially against Premier League teams. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'll be back soon to start the second season of the career mode. Hope you guys have enjoyed this first season. If you have, please smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, simply haven't done so. I want to catch you guys in the next one. Have a great day. This will be Minikitman signing off, and peace.